penalty and another 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Chubb with a first down carries. He'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. At the 45-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
951, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Mayfield buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He was trying to get it to his... Tight end David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
For David Njoku. It leads to 2nd and 10.
What? 180.
Check back, check back.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's get it. Good. 180. Regular.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Browns have it. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but there had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on a PAT that you can return it for 2. He got it across midfield there, just not close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, it's blocked. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. It can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
Set, cut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They come out here in the eye. Now here's Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's go. Double time, double time. Hey. We got three.
From the 44, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 61. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He was looking for Landry that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 53's the mine. 53.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Try to get it to Landry there.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it?
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Mayfield again. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Focus, defense, focus.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Mayfield now. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Pick on the base. Check 53 is mine. Let's go, defense.
Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We got this.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Regular.
Mayfield on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield got his man there complete to Gallup. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield on third and goal. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
53's the mark. 53.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. And the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
On the carry, it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4